and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. If you are new and you like makeup, beauty, hair or hauls, then please consider subscribing. So for today's video I have some new hair to put in. So I've got some tape-in extensions. I normally wear tape-ins. I've had a little break because I was working with Hairburst to grow my hair, which has worked fantastically. I'll link that video above. But I need some extensions in because I'm still a little bit self-conscious of these broken bits around the front and the top here. I mentioned in my last video what it is. I went to a hairdresser, a new hairdresser, because I moved house, and I don't know what she did. But yeah, whatever she put on my hair, she said it was a high lift. I normally have bleach, and she said high lift was healthier, and it completely, like, right round from the front here all the way around to the back, like almost in a ring, broke my hair off. It was right up here, like before I started using Hairburst, and then I've grown it to here, but I'm still self-conscious even after like 3 months. So what I'm going to do is put my extensions back in and kind of, while they're in, grow it at the same time, I guess. So I'm going to be using GOO GOO extensions, which I've used quite a few times in the past. I've done a really long, well, half an hour demo using them, which is a more in-depth demo. I'll do a little demo today, but if you want to see like a full demo, I will link that video above as well. I'll probably put it below too, actually. But they've just brought out some new colours, and these really appealed to me because I think before they had some balayage ones, which I did actually try, and they were great. They were great. I do love GOO GOO extensions, I have to say. But these ones are kind of like, there's a few colours in them, or a couple of colours in them, and they're kind of made to look a bit more natural. Because the last ones I had, when I had the bleach blonde ones, I had to tone them because they did kind of come up a little bit yellow. So I went for these, and I think they look absolutely perfect. So these are in the colour P1760A. So we've got two colours in here, but look at that. If we concentrate more on the ends of my hair here, I think these are going to be spot on, like colour match wise. I think they're going to be brilliant. So yeah, I'm really excited to put these in. I got 16 inches. I normally get 16 or 18. But yeah, the hair is just stunning, as it always is. As you can see, it's kind of got like, it looks more natural. We've got like a couple of tones in there. I'd say there's probably 3 tones in there actually. But we've got a really nice kind of simple light blonde mixed with like an ash blonde. So yeah, absolutely perfect for me. So as I say, they're tape-ins, so standard tape-ins. I got 200 grams in total, which is 4 packs to do my whole head. I do like to kind of put quite a lot in so it looks fuller. I just find it looks a bit more realistic that way than if you have kind of like thinner hair extensions. And I mean, my hair's quite thick anyway, it was thicker. Then yeah, your hair blends in better and it looks more natural. So I washed my hair last night. I like to wash it the night before just to make sure it's completely dry, because I find even when, you know, I dry it with the hairdryer, it's still sometimes a little bit damp at the root. So yeah, I washed it last night. I gave it a really good like triple shampoo and put a conditioning mask on it as well. I didn't put as many hair products on afterwards as I normally would, because I don't like to put too many on when I'm putting extensions in, because sometimes it can affect the bond. So yeah, I just kind of put a bit of heat defense spray on. I haven't put any serum on or anything, which is why it looks a little bit drier than usual. I can do that afterwards, that's fine. So this is one tape in, so obviously you're going to have 2 back to back per piece, if you know what I mean. So if I put 2 together, you can see they're beautiful and thick. They're really good quality extensions, these ones. And if I take my fingers down, you can see that they are quite thick from root to tip as well. I mean, naturally, this bit is a little bit thinner, but sometimes you get them and they're really wispy on the ends, whereas these ones are quite thick from root to tip. The tapes are really nice and thin as well, as you can see there, so it's not too bulky at the root of your hair. So I'll show you me putting a couple in at the back, and then I'll put a couple in like at the side as well, and obviously show you the before and after. But as I say, I'm not going to go into massive detail on this video. So you don't need many tools when you fit these. All I've got is a tail comb and then some grips. I've got 3. You can have straighteners as well to put over the bonds once you've put the 2 together. I prefer not to because I find they last brilliantly without doing that. And I find that that does make them quite difficult to remove. So yeah, I tend not to do that anymore. I'm going to start off by doing the nape of the neck up to just underneath the crown. So I'm going to section off my hair. So what we're going to do is, just using the tail comb, I am going to take my hair round to just underneath my crown where I want to finish putting the extensions in. And then I'll just secure that with a clip just to keep that out the way. So it's not perfect, but like that. So it's not a perfect straight line, but I can kind of get around that. That's fine. Ignore my my roots and my brassy banding. Yeah, it's one of them things. But yeah, so as I say, I'm going to start off with the nape of the neck. So again, I'm going to section off the hair to just where I want it at the nape. Right, and then we can start by putting a couple in at the bottom here. So I will show you these ones. Excuse the noise, my cat has just decided to get into the FedEx bag. So as I say, I'm going to start off by taking 2. So I'm just going to take the tapes off ready. So then I'm just going to take this thin section just here. So what I'm going to do is use 1 tape underneath and 1 tape on top to sandwich the 2 together. So just pop in the first piece in. You want to get it kind of to the root, but not too close either. So like that. And then, as I say, sandwiching it in. So then taking the second one. It's quite hard to do the back because obviously you kind of have to gauge it through feel, and then put the other one on top there. What I then tend to do, because as I say, I don't use heat, I take the back of the comb like this and I just kind of push it that way. So yeah, so there's the first one in. As you can see, really quick, really easy to do. Right, okay, so I actually got a bit carried away there and put a few in. So that is kind of that bottom section there now done. So I need to work up. So as you can see with the ones I've done here, I've kind of bricklayed them. So you're kind of overlapping. So you've got 2, say like this, and then you've got another one in the middle here. As you can see, I've kind of done at the back there. So I'm going to continue to do the rest of the back. It's really hard to show you on camera when I'm doing the back. And then look at the colour match. Well happy. And then when I get to the front area here, I will show you me fitting those ones as well. Okay, so that's the back now completely done. It feels really lovely. Yeah, to be honest, I always find that with GOO GOO hair anyway. Really easy to put in. Yeah, I look like I've got a right mullet going on at the moment though, so I definitely need to do the sides. I used just under 2 packs on the back. I didn't come up quite as high as I normally would because, as I say, I've got these kind of shorter bits here and I feel that if I go too high, they're going to be really obvious. So I'm going to go on to this side now. So pretty much the same theory that I did at the back, but I'm going to start off just above the ear this time. So I'm going to take this section here and clip that out the way. So I'm going to put just 1 here, and I want to put it a little bit, so probably about a finger's worth away from the back of my ear, so it doesn't feel uncomfortable and, you know, press into my ear, especially when they start to grow out a bit. So we've got one in there just like that. So as I say, it's just a little bit further back from the ear. And I'm just going to put the one there, and then I'm going to move on to the next section. So on that one, I'm going to put 2. If you want to wear, I don't wear them up, I just wear them down. But if you want to wear them up, then just be mindful of how you're positioning them. So for example, if you want your hair kind of up that way, then kind of when you get to the top section in particular, kind of direct them in that angle, if you know what I mean. But for me, I just wear it down all the time, so I just have them kind of straight. Brilliant. So yeah, as I say, I'm going to kind of work my way up. When I get to the front section here, as I said earlier, let me just show you quickly. I'm really conscious of these short bits. So if you don't obviously have those and you're just putting them in like normal, I wouldn't go too close to the front of the hairline here. But for me, I am probably going to take them, I'm going to keep this fringy bit here, but I'm probably going to take them up to about here, so that I can disguise them, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so I'm going to continue to do that on both sides, and then yeah, I'll show you when it's all done. Right, so we're all done. It took me about 2 hours in total, which is about average, I'd say, for me to fit my own. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. I cannot get over the colour match. It is absolutely perfect. I'm so happy with it. But yeah, so what I did was, after I'd finished, I just did the ends. So I've just trimmed those a bit, and I just kind of feathered a little bit around the edge as well, like around the front. Yeah, I mean, it's not as noticeable, I wouldn't say, the short bits in my hair. You know, I've straightened it and popped a bit of serum on. They'll grow, I know they'll grow, but it's just annoying, really. It's these front bits more than anything, which is why I've taken the extensions quite close to the front of my hairline. This is the reason I do that. I wouldn't recommend that, to be honest with you, because it can get quite irritable, like quite irritating. So I wouldn't normally do that. It's just because I'm trying to disguise the short bits that I've got at the front. But normally, you know, like I said, one finger back from the hairline. But yeah, I mean, it feels amazing. It's beautiful quality hair. It looks lovely and thick. It looks lovely and natural. So yeah, overall, I'm extremely happy with it. So as always, I will link the hair in the description box below for you, along with a discount code as well. Other than that, I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it. It'd mean the absolute world to me if you did enjoy watching this video and you'd like to see more content from me in the future, and you would like to subscribe to my channel. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye!